Greetings, fellow 50p collectors. Coin Snatcher here with an update on the Isle of Man Viking ships collection of 50p pieces. This is a huge collection. We're into 3 trays with this collection. We're missing one coin here, which is the 1984 silver proof coin. I will give you a disclaimer, I think, at the start of this video. This isn't a very interesting coin I'm going to show you, but it's a very valuable coin and it's one of the hardest ones to get to complete this collection. In fact, it's so rare that there should be a space for it here, and there isn't. The reason for that is it's one of 2 coins that I never expected to add to this collection, the latter being the 1984 Edge inscribed 50p. It celebrates the round the world in 100 days, I think, or round the world boat race, but super hard to get. They only made 150 of those, so the chances of actually getting one are pretty slim. But this other coin is a numismatic first in terms of finish on the coin. And Pubjoy Mint have had many firsts when it comes to minting coins, but this is probably one of the most important ones in terms of finish of coins for coin collectors. So Pubjoy Mint, they had the license to mint these coins for the Isle of Man, although strictly speaking the 1971 year was minted by the Royal Mint, and the 1972 year was minted by the Canadian Mint. The 73, 74, 75 coins were all then minted by Pubjoy Mint, and the 72, 73, 74 coins are super rare. There's only 1,000 each of those. That figure's quite important because when it comes to doing sets, Pubjoy don't always release mintage figures, and as a result you don't actually know how many coins have been struck. But generally on their proof sets, on the older sets, if they don't give the mintage, or in the case of these 72, 73, 74 coins, if it's low mintage, it's probably 1,000 sets that have been made. So the coin that we have today is this, and I'll be quite honest, I'm sure you look at that and you think, well, it's in a packet that looks a little bit tatty. Mind you, it is quite old. It's a 1978 proof set of coins, so it's almost as old as me, but it's got a little bit of faded around the edges, a little bit creased, a little bit wrinkly. I know the feeling. But this will be familiar to many of the Royal Mint collectors because this case is exactly the same, and the packaging is exactly the same really as well as the proof sets that the Royal Mint did back in the 70s, back in the olden days. So if we pop that to the side, we've got the set there, we've got the COA that comes with it, and it doesn't give the mintage on it, just says it's 78 and their proof finish. So that's really important because if you collect any Isle of Man coins, you'll be used to collecting diamond finish coins. Diamond finish and proof finish are not the same thing. So Pubjoy's proof finish, diamond finish, is different to the Royal Mint finish, and that's what makes this an interesting numismatic set. So first of all, we have the halfpenny up there in the top left hand corner, and then we have the 1p, we have the 2p, the 5p, the 10 pence, a really nice crown. And then we have a numismatic first. So this is a 1978 proof coin, and this is a £1 coin. So we didn't get the £1 coin until 1983. The Isle of Man had it 5 years before us, and this coin is known as a thin £1 coin. It's not as thick as the later £1 coins. Whenever the UK introduced the £1 coin in 1983, then the Isle of Man coins, £1 coin, was adjusted to be the same weight, the same diameter, the same thickness, all the specs were the same. However, these are thin ones. So this is a numismatic first in itself. being the very first £1 coin that was ever issued. And again, they beat the UK to it. And then this is the coin in question. So this is the 1978 proof 50p from the Isle of Man, and best figures known, it's possibly 1000 mintage, possibly a lot less. If we have a look at it now, we talk about the proof finish. So the proof finish in this sense is the fact that the table part of the coin, which is the flat part, is a mirrored finish, and the raised part of the coin, which is the table, is a frosted finish. Now, if we go to 1978 on the UK 50p's, and we've got them all here, so let's get the 1978 50p out. Now, this would have come out of a proof set, and what you notice with this coin is that it's a uniform finish. So the whole coin is shiny. There's no differentiation between the field and the table part of the coin. If we go to an earlier year, pop the lid off that. So you see the difference there? The whole coin is shiny, whereas with this one, it's frosted. So in 1980, the UK Mint, the Royal Mint, went to striking proof finish coins the same way this coin was done. Excuse me. But as I say, this proof coin was done 2 years earlier. So they did this proper proof finish on it. And then in the future years, they then went on to diamond finish. And as a result, this is the only truly proof finish set of coins that the Isle of Man made. So this, as I say, is one of the hardest coins to get in your collection. Now, if you've watched any of my videos, you've probably worked out that I chuck quite a few quid every month at the 50p collection, but there's always some coins that are out of the realms of possibility for every collector, no matter what you collect. So these coins, generally, if you wanted to buy this set, you would need to be prepared to pay probably around £1,200 to £1,500. Now, that was before COVID, and if you go on eBay, there's 2 of these sets on eBay. I think one's 1,100 and the other's 1,500, but they're mega expensive sets. they're rare, and they don't come up that often. You know, it's an official set too, because it has this Popjoy nugget in the top. Nice little slab there. If it doesn't have that in it, it's an aftermarket set, and the coin won't be a proof coin. So I don't like to pay big money for coins. I always buy sensible if I can. And one of these came up for sale on eBay, oh, must be 3 or 4 weeks ago now, and it ended up selling for £275. So I missed it, was gutted, and didn't think another one would come up. And then, lo and behold, a few days ago, this one was posted with a buy it now price of £295. So if you wanted the 78 UK coin, you'd probably get that for a tenner. If you want this 50p from 78 from the Isle of Man, you're going to pay £300 for it minimum. And somebody else got a bargain. I think this was still a bargain at £300 compared to what people are asking for these, and what they've previously sold for. It is not an inexpensive set at all. It has 2 new numismatic firsts, being the £1 coin and then the true proof finish. And again, as I said earlier, they beat the Royal Mint to it. So fantastic stuff from the Popjoy Mint. And things like this are the reason why it's sad that an independent mint would close, because much as they may make some coins that not everybody likes, so they may go down the collector market and make what we generally call collector tat. This was Popjoy Mint, you know, at their finest, really. And of course, this was 78, 79, then led on to all of these Viking ship Isle of Man and loads of other coins, and Edge Inscription. I think they're one of the first to do Edge Inscription on a 50p and all this sort of thing. But anyway, we've added this coin collection to the set. We've managed to get it for £300 rather than the sort of, I don't know, £1,000 plus market price. And flicking it around in the light there, it doesn't look too bad at all. I did contemplate taking the 50p out of the case and putting it in a capsule and putting it in the date run, but I've decided there's two options with this, and one is just to leave it the way it is. The second option is to send either one, two, or all of the coins off and have them graded and have them conserved as well to take off the toning. Saying that, the toning isn't unattractive on these coins. I think the camera probably makes them look slightly better than they are when you see them in the normal light. You can see the toning on them, but it's not offensive, if you know what I mean. So there we go. It's an absolutely splendid addition to the 50p collection. A couple more rare ones to go, but I have nearly got every Viking ship for every year with every die mark. It's quite impressive. So there we go. That's it. One of the most important additions to the 50p collection, the Viking ship collection, has landed tonight. Comments below. Peace and love. Coin Snatcher out.